All right. It's pretty big and it has not been blocked. It is measuring about 60 by 28, 60 inches lengthwise and 28 at its deepest point there. It is beautiful, and I will show a few ways to wear it, at least at this size. It is super squishy and cozy and soft. It would be perfect on a day like today that was, say, 27 degrees Fahrenheit. So, yeah. Wearing it this way, you can wear a coat with it. It would just kind of be bunched up a little bit more, and it would definitely keep any gap in your coat in the front. It would keep you nice and warm. Okay. And then you can wear it more like a, I guess, traditional shawl that you're keeping your shoulders warm. And it is a even right triangle. So it's the same length on either side. So the point is center of your back when the front is even. So this is a good to wear almost like a little cardigan or a shrug, but of course it's a shawl. Yeah. Good to wear in an office like this, if you have a cold office. And another way is kind of to offset it so one side is short and the other side is much longer. And you have the point almost coming along one side of you, and then you can wrap it around. You could do a shawl pin to keep it clasped. Or you can like tuck it in the back here. It's kind of an asymmetric way to wear it. Nice and cozy. Of course, wouldn't work under a coat like this. Yeah. So if I was wearing it around my house, this is probably the way I would go. And if I was wearing it outside, I'd probably wrap it with the point in the front and go that way. So when I block it, if I don't have time to take a video of it, because this is a gift and it's being given away tomorrow, yes, I'm last minute blocking it. Finished it in plenty of time, but last minute blocking it. It will be about, if I block to dimensions, it will be, I think, around 11 inches wider on the wingspan. And this does have a lot of bounce to it and stuff, so I might be able, it might grow that wide when I block it. And then this would grow like 3 or 4 inches, I think. Because I'm at 28 inches, and I think it's 30 something for the depth. So that would bring it past my waist here a little bit bigger. So I love it, and it was easy but interesting to knit. The hardest part is just the casting on all these stitches and then following instructions for the pretty little decorations at the bottom, little flowers. And the braids were interesting. They weren't difficult, but they do cause you to pause. Other than that, it's like garter stitch. It's relatively easy. Here's the Gro Shawl by Fiber Tales. Alright, so this is being knit out of Polar Bear 100% Merino. It is 3-ply superwash merino, and it's very, very squishy and like lofty. So it works really well with this pattern. Hers is an unspun, an unspun like a roving, I guess, that she holds double. And with her gauge, it's a very loose gauge, it seems. This seemed to work well for it. Alright, so I was able to film a little bit, kind of over my shoulder, of me doing one of these little braids here. And so I will show you guys that. Alrighty then. So as you decrease along one side of the Gro Shawl, when you come to your columns here of stockinette stitch, you actually unravel all the way down to the bottom here where you cast on a few rows up from that, and then you braid it up. So I have come to another column. Before I go any farther, I wanted to do a little filming so I could show you guys. So there's 2 stitches that you unravel, and I went ahead and put a little stitch marker here into those 2 stitches at the bottom so that I wouldn't accidentally unravel all the way down to the cast on edge. And so now I just have to pull it all the way down. So here are those 2 little stitches right here, and I just pull up the bar in between. You can do it like with a crochet hook, or just use your fingers. You just keep pulling it up. It is a little bit tedious, especially as they get longer. Each one you do, the shawl is growing, and so each one of these is longer and longer. I've done 3 so far, so they get longer each time. Alright, I'm almost down to the bottom where I need to stop. I have secured those 2 stitches so it won't unravel all the way. So here I am down here at the bottom, and I take my crochet hook. Well, let me show you what it looks like first. And it looks really quite big, but don't worry, it will look nice like this after we use our crochet hook. So you take your crochet hook, you put it in those stitches at the bottom here, you can take off that, and then we just take the number of bars that the pattern says and pull it through. So the one thing to be careful with here is that you get them in order that you don't mess up their order. Otherwise it can mess up the bag, or you could skip one. So you just grab those and then you pull it through the ones that were on the hook. So grab the next few and you pull them through, just like that. And you do it all the way up until you've done them all. Like I said, making sure you don't skip any. If you skipped them, you'd have a big loop on the back. I accidentally did that on my second row I was doing, or second column I was working. And then look. So it goes from this, which is huge, to this lovely little braid. Okay, then you do it all the way up. Oh, I can show you what I mean here by skipping. I accidentally skipped this bar and picked up these. So you just have to back out and fix it. Alright, and there you have it. Braided all the way up. And this looks so much prettier than this. I love it. So when that is done, you just put these back on your needles and you treat it as either 1 or 2 stitches. There we go. And now it's all done. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more to do on this side. But it's beautiful and I love it. Lovely design by Fiber Tales.